Gardening with Soul in the land of El Sol. Today I wanted to talk to you about watering your plants that are in pots. And watering plants in general. You can usually tell when they're really stressed. I mean, look at this poor plant. I'm gonna bring him close. Oh, see? The whole thing, roots and all, came right out of the pot, and this soil is totally dry. But see how the leaves are kind of like drooping downward, and even the flowers are drooping downward. This plant is stressed. It needs water. Now, I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture afterwards of what it looks like once it's been watered, and it perks right up. But I also want to talk about the fact that if you buy one of these pretty little plants at the store and has one of these decorative wraps, now they're nice and they're pretty and all, but you have to be very careful keeping your plants in this because you don't want them sitting in water. That's really bad for their roots. Let's go ahead and water. And water is running out of the bottom. Water ran right around the sides. So in this case, I actually do want it sitting in water for a little bit so that the soil, which is totally dried out, can slowly soak that water up. But after a while, once the perks back up, I'm going to check this and make sure this little plastic is not got water in it. Just pour a little bit more in there. Now, so here's a quick look 1 hour later. The plants, the leaves are perked right up. They're not drooping down anymore. Most of the flowers are perked up. Some of them are still a little tiny bit droopy. The plant is, well, it still comes out of the pot, but look at the soil is nice and wet. And remember I said I want to make sure that it's not sitting in standing water. Whoop. Well, that's one way to do it. Yeah, there was a little bit of water left in there. So you make sure the plant isn't in standing water. And then there we go. This is ready. It's been rehydrated and it's so happy. Now, speaking of rehydration, human beings are the same way. We can get dehydrated and we may not even know it until we're really having like issues remembering. And one way to check is to pinch your skin. Whoops, pinch your skin. And if your skin stands up in a little pink peak, that's a sign of dehydration. So if you're having memory issues, try pinching your skin. Oh, my skin's not dehydrated. It must just be I'm getting old. That's why I'm having memory issues. Oh, no. There's many things that contribute to problems and difficulties in concentrating. But really, the number one thing is dehydration. So hydration matters for your plants and for your people. Now, I'm going to set this aside and show you some peace lilies. Now, this one, oh, he's drooping down. Oh, he looks so sad. He looks like he needs water. But if you check out the soil is totally wet. It sticks to your fingers. This pot is really heavy. This pot is lighter, and this plant is happy. Now, what we actually have here is this is overwater. See those dark brown tips on the leaves? Let's get this really close so you can see those brown tips, and they've actually brown tips have even broken off. That's actually a sign of overwatering, and this plant is stressed because it was overwatered. So I had them sitting and I didn't pay attention. They were up over my head because they are toxic to cats, and I have a brat cat, so I had them sitting up on a high shelf, and I didn't notice that the saucer stayed full of water. So in this case, this plant was stressed because of too much water, and it shows some of the same signs of too little water. So how do you know? Well, it's a learning curve. You have to just keep experimenting and you will lose plants. Gardeners lose plants, I'll tell you that. Don't think you have a brown thumb just because a plant died, just because many plants died. Go, oops, okay, now what did I do wrong and why did it die and what should I do next time? So underwatering and overwatering can actually look highly similar. So you actually have to get to know a little bit about your different plants. Now, if you're old enough to have children, you know this. You can have two children, same parents, right? And one guy is the kind of guy that runs around all the time and breaks his arm and just does all sorts of goofy things and gets hurt all the time because he doesn't look first. And the other one is like, I think I'm gonna think about this. Same parents, different children. Same thing with plants. You can have even same plants from the same seed source and they behave differently. And really, some plants are highly individualistic. So I can't tell you, oh, water your mums every other day, because some mums don't need it every other day. A plant in a bigger pot than this wouldn't need water every other day. But this little plant, who's just totally filling his little pot, needs water every day. These guys that are not filling their pot, you see, need water once a week, okay? So I'm still learning. I learn from my plants. I pay attention to their needs and I learn what they need. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again in Gardening with Soule. I always forget this part. Gardening with Soule. I'm supposed to tell you to like and subscribe and for more information and all that good stuff because this is a YouTube video. And I'm not real good at pushing myself and bragging about myself, but if you like Gardening with Soule, we are trying to build our followers on the YouTube channel. So like this and share this with your friends. Thanks for watching.